All right, today guys, I'm gonna go over the recipe that I've been using for a couple years now. It's gonna start with the Thorne Pre Workout. If it doesn't say Thorne, then this doesn't count for anyone else's, because on the back is super important, right? We're not gonna add redundancy. What you're not gonna see on here is really any additional caffeine other than Memoactive. So there's like 2 stages of this. So on the back of this, there's 24 servings. It says 24. The servings are 5 grams. So then when you open this up, you're gonna find that 5 gram scoop in there. I have an old scoop, right? So what I'm doing is I'm doing, for every single serving of this, a serving of baking soda. This is what 24 servings of baking soda look like. So I'll take my empty container, right? I'm sure this is all pretty self-explanatory here, but we're gonna dump this in there. I'm gonna make a huge mess otherwise. So that's gonna go in there, okay? Then what I have here is I have organic cayenne. Doesn't matter the brand at all. Don't worry too much about what we're looking at. Is now I'm gonna add the serving of cayenne is 1/4 teaspoon. Right there, 1/4 teaspoon. That's what you see right there, 1/4 teaspoon. Here you have 24 of those level teaspoons to start with. Like that's, and we're gonna add that to this or whatever, add this concoction, right? And that's what we're gonna end up with. Beyond that though, what we're gonna do is this is where you have to figure out what works best for you. Beta-alanine is exceptional. The problem is taking beta-alanine and baking soda together, it tends to make people a little bit nauseous, a little bit getting used to. So just be aware of that. So we're gonna use the word titrate. You're gonna titrate up on this stuff. You're gonna, how much to use? What it says on the bottle is you're gonna use, okay? Then from there, you're gonna experiment safely, potentially. Like, do I go up a pill, less a pill? You're gonna do that for a while to find out what feels best for you. The next thing you can add to this, additionally, it's probably, I'm certain it's already in here. The resveratrol is already in here, but I want to drive this up a little bit more. Really, if you're of NAD and things like that, the precursors for that, that's what we're looking at. This is an exceptional supplement. Like, this is like the powerhouse right here. But we got to oxygenate it, right? And then we got to go vasodilation, get more oxygen, more oxygen. Oops, you see the trend, more oxygen, okay? Again, this also has lion's mane in it, but we're gonna take a really, really good brand of lion's mane and I'm gonna add another serving to this to, again, help facilitate oxygen, okay? And then if you're gonna add a little bit of stimulation, this is where I deviate. I actually do 1 less. I think the serving of this is 2 of them, okay? And because the nootropics are a bit redundant, we want the nootropics to be redundant, not the caffeine. So try 1 Memoactive potentially. Like, this is, you don't need to add all of this stuff to begin with, okay? Smart thing to do is add beta-alanine first. That's what I would do. Next thing I would do is add resveratrol, okay? The next thing I would do is add lion's mane additionally. And last, and certainly not least though, I would add 1 Memoactive, because I don't want to drive up my caffeine, especially if you're on shift work. If you are on shift work, there's nothing in the world better than this. Not coffee, not energy drinks, nothing. This is your shift work. And if you need a boost for shift work, it's because you need nutrients and oxygen. So we bring in the oxygen. You get what's going on here. We don't need to overstimulate our operators in shifts. We need to get them focused, and oxygenated. Okay, there's our pre-workout stack. Give it a shot.